there, Tiffany, Mika here, your high performance entrepreneur coach. Hope you're having an awesome one. Okay, what I want to share with you today is you scheduling your time. Now, I spoke briefly about it in a video and I said I was going to talk about scheduling and how important it is. Well, today is your lucky day because that's what we're going to work on. Now, the reason I want to share this with you is really interesting. I had a conversation with a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago and he was saying, you know, I'm really struggling with what I'm doing. Like, I can't seem to get focused. I'm not clear on what it is that I need to do. You know, I'm easily distracted. Does that sound familiar? Well, I'm going to share a principle with you right now that I learnt from a great friend of mine through a program that I did of his, and it has completely transformed the way I operate. I've been doing it for the last 2 months religiously, and it's been able to help me achieve some goals, well, my intentions, that I'll share with you very shortly because of it. So it's called the Pomodoro principle. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. And what it is that it's actually scheduling in a period of time, somewhere between 20, 30 minutes to 50 minutes. You've got to find what works for you. And then you have to be completely focused for that period of time and work on whatever that business application that you need to work on. And then you take a 10 to 15 minute break. So you just walk away as soon as, well, which I'll share with you in a second, as soon as the buzzer goes off, then you walk away and take a mental break, right? Now, when I started using this strategy, because, you know, I'm very geared around high performance and getting the best because it comes from my sporting background, I started applying this principle and I was like, wow, this is magnificent stuff. So my intention through December 2015 was to write a lead magnet, and the lead magnet ended up turning into a book. The intention wasn't to write a book. That was sort of, you know, down the track maybe in a year or two. But because the lead magnet came out so well, we thought, well, okay, well, we could turn this into a book. So then all of a sudden I had 2 items that I had to work on. And that was a challenge, I will admit that. But what I did with that is over December and January, I made sure I scheduled the time in to work on those particular things. The focus was really making sure the book, all the content for the book was in place so that then I could use the book and then cut down the book and turn it into a lead magnet. But I needed all that information. So pretty much for all of December, I missed most of December. I did get to celebrate Christmas Day, but pretty much all of December was all geared around getting this book done. And I had done, up until that point over that month, I'd done 4 drafts on the book. Lead magnet was not even in the picture at that time. Now, the reason that I had done those 4 drafts through the book very quickly, and you know, my mission accomplishment coach told me that I was doing it, you know, abnormally fast, it was only because I had scheduled the time. That's why I'm sharing this story with you, because I had scheduled the time in to do it. So what works for me is I schedule in 45 minutes. I thought I'd try 50 minutes to begin with. I'll go all out, 50 minutes and then take a 10-minute break. And that worked pretty well, but I started to find that 45 minutes worked really well for me, and then I take a 15-minute break. And I actually found that I got into flow of the creativity and so on, even with writing the book or any other business strategy that I was working on, that by the time I got to about the 35th minute, I got into a good flow. So by the time my buzzer went off, because I had set a timer, by the time the buzzer would go off, I'd sort of be in a flow, and I would have a mental battle. Oh no, I better not take time off because, you know, I'm in flow. But no, I took it, right? So then I took 15 minutes off, walked off, got a drink, did all that stuff, practiced the guitar, whatever it is that I wanted to do, and then I came back and then applied that 45 minutes again. That has worked like a dream. So like I said, I got 4 drafts of my book done. Moving into January, I started on the 5th draft of the book, and actually yesterday, which was Australia Day, I actually got the book finished, but it took me 26 days to do it. And that was simply because of the actual content. I want to make sure the content was really good. But what actually happened in saying that, I not only got the book done, I also got my lead magnet done as well at the same time. So I actually got the lead magnet completely finished a couple of days before over the weekend. Again, because I applied the time. So that's what I want to make sure that I get the message across to you today, is that you need to make sure you're very clear on what it is that you want, and you actually schedule it. I schedule in every single hour of my work day of what I'm going to do. Now pre that, I was all over the place. I was always rushing from one place to another. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to be rushing and being unclear and, you know, just don't seem to get anything done. Because like I said, I've got 2 big intentions achieved within nearly 2 months, simply because I scheduled it in and I applied the time, and I was very focused, okay? Very focused on what I was doing. So if you want to achieve what you want, then I want you to apply that in everything that you do. I do that with everything now that I do. Very, very highly tuned and focused. I'm like that with sport. So now I'm applying it in my business, and it has completely changed where I'm headed, which is great. But I want that for you. That's why I'm sharing my story right now, is that you can do this too, but you need to schedule it. Okay, you need to put in that time, you need to apply that Pomodoro principle, and find what works for you. You may want 30 minutes might be your thing, and then have a 10-15 minute break, whatever it is, but I want you to have focused time spent on whatever it is that you're working towards. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So I hope you got a lot of value out of today's video. Please leave a comment down below. Have an awesome day. See you soon. Bye bye.